feel good. A little light, you know. It's kind of sad having gained any weight in like 3 years, but a little lighter than the left past. Yeah, it's the lightest I've been in a long time. But I'm excited for the show. Should be good. Should be a good show. 77.9 just times 2.2, so 171. Yeah, so like 10 pounds we can put on or so in all season. Maybe 15, I think, is the 16. So that's a lot of weight, a lot of room. I'll definitely be the leanest guy at the show, so that's always a good thing. Conditioning is very, very important. That's always been a strength of mine, that with the posing and the symmetry. And yeah. We got weigh-ins pretty soon. Should be nice. We got weigh-ins, we'll leave in about an hour for that. And in the meantime, we'll just hang out. There we go. Yeah, so we're cooking up my favorite thing in the world. It doesn't sound, I promise you it's my favorite. Protein, cream of rice, and almond butter. There we go, or peanut butter.
Oh, that's a bomb recipe.
Yeah, it's like legit. It's like a dessert for breakfast. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna test out this Applied Nutrition brand cafe latte.
Oh, some caffeine in there?
I actually don't know. I hope it's not a lot. It probably won't be a lot. If there is. All right. Boom. I think my coach is very camera shy. He doesn't like to say anything or be in any videos. Just now noticing that this time around. This is, even though we've been working together for like 2 years, 3 years. All right, so we're gonna mix this toffee biscuit cream of rice with the protein. We just have to heat the water up. And then 2 scoops of protein. I'm gonna do 15 grams of peanut butter. If you're not measuring your peanut butter like this, you're doing it wrong. It's probably the best way to do it because you get a very accurate number. If you did too much, you could put it back. But you'll have some people, they'll like they'll measure it this way, where they grab it, they put it in there, and it's a mess. So don't do that. And I remember when I first started bodybuilding, like everyone measured like with teaspoons and stuff, but then for like 5 years straight, you got all these little infographics on Instagram saying, this is an actual measurement of tablespoon of peanut butter, and it would have it like shaved off. And then I have like, this is what people actually do. And then it'll be like, it'll be like this. And I'm like, it's not very accurate to do like spoon measurements because people will have it overflow like all the time. So people start doing grams. Even in the, like, I feel like right now, in terms of like mid-level coaches, the UK is like killing it. Like everyone there is great. And so much so that a lot of people in the US are like starting to use a lot of the concepts. Truvia, stevia. So like now everyone in the States, we're starting to use like grams for measurements instead of ounces. I'm personally starting to do milliliters instead of fluid ounces. Just because it's a more accurate way to kind of do things. The increments are smaller, so less room for error. All right, we're gonna pour that in there. Gonna mix it. Oh my God, that smells awesome. Pour a little more. See, I like mine thick. Some people like soupy stuff, like Tiff. Tiff is like, oh, she'll fill this thing to the brim with water, and it's just water with a little bit of like cream of rice, and it's like gross. I just wish I had more. To be honest with you, this is probably what I'm gonna eat after my show. Like, oh, nothing fancy.
It was so good, huh?
Yeah. And then a little bit of salt. Salt might be the only thing I measure with a teaspoon still.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I have my clients measure it, just because most scales are really like they don't really measure like a gram very well, just a single gram. And that's what I usually want them to do per meal. So I have them do like 1/4 of a tablespoon. I know Coach Jared with us, he has them do like salt packets, which is pretty cool. So maybe I'll start doing that. Have people buy those salt packets and just use 1 or 2. But yeah, this is the meal. This with some bananas and like honey and maybe some granola would be dope. One is you gotta enjoy the journey. Like you gotta enjoy what you do on a daily basis, because that's what you're gonna be doing the most of. You're not gonna be on stage a whole lot. You know, you're on stage maybe 5 minutes the whole show. I mean, honestly, probably closer to 3 minutes. Definitely enjoying the day in and day out of it. If you don't enjoy that part, then honestly, I don't think you should do it. I mean, try it one time, see how you like it, put it on your bucket list. That's great. I have no issues with that. But to do it long term, you definitely have to enjoy the daily grind of it all, because it's gonna be a long time. Besides that, say you've already done the grind, you're about to go and it's about to be show day for you. Just enjoy the experience. Like be present in the moment, because it'll go by like really quickly. Be nice to the people around you, make some friends, because you know how there's not many people that understand the lifestyle. I mean, as you probably already know. The only other things I would say is like make sure to get photos. Like I know it's expensive, but like get the stuff so you can remember and look back at it. And yeah. That is my advice. Here we go, right here. See how they do things here in Dubai. 15 minutes late, it's not terrible. Could be worse, could be 30 minutes late. This will be the first of my 3 height checks to get my average. So if you guys don't remember, they have planned to give us forever heights. The way you get to your forever height is you have to do get height at 3 different shows where high level officials are at. So like not every show your height will count. The shows with like Tyler Mannion, the vice president, Steve Weinberger, like the OG, and a few other guys will get you that legitimate height for that three height requirement. Super confusing. But this will be the first, Olympia will be the second, and then whatever next show I plan to do will be the third. Then I'll finally know how tall I am. You know, after 29 years. How you doing, man? Okay, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. I love gym equipment. I need to see it. Yeah. How you doing?
Can I have a pic with you?
Yeah.
Thank you, Ruff.
Of
Thank
course,
you.
of course.
Good luck, inshallah.
Thank you. All right, let's see if we get one more. Thank you. I'm opening a gym with my father-in-law, and yeah, we'll contact you for the equipment. Okay. Okay. Thank you. starving. I'm thirsty, but it looks like we're getting started now. Everybody's here. Looks like we're ready to go. So we get this done. Get some food in us. Rest a bit. Call it a day. What's gonna happen first is they're gonna tell us some things. They're gonna call us up by name. They're gonna height us, and then they're gonna see if our weight is what it's supposed to be for our height. Then usually we'll get our numbers. We'll turn in any music we have, and usually tell us how it's gonna go the next day. I don't know how this show is gonna go, but that's typically how things are ran. The head judge, Steve Weinberger, just made it in. He's the tall, bald guy. Been in the sport forever. Part owner of Bev's Gym up in New York. So he's a big man in the sport. He's been judging people since Ronnie Coleman. So yeah, it's gonna be a good show.
35, Terrence Ruffin, USA. Mr. Ruff.
How you guys doing today? How was the flight?
Good, yours?
It's pretty good. I've been here about a month now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's been nice.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Good for you, bro. You're settled in here.
Yeah.
Used to the time.
Yeah, I didn't want to, 20?
35? Terrence Ruffin. 35.
This time 64.
36, Fabio Junior Ramos Valley, Brazil. 37, Aravind Ramakumar,
Good luck,
India.
Thank you.
38, Leslie Vissers, Netherlands.
Yeah. Thank you.
Can you come here? Can you come straight?
Oh, yeah. Like all the way this way? Or? Okay. Tell me when to stop, I guess. Oh, okay. Thank you. All right, we're all done here. We just gotta get our tanning stuff done and go eat.
How are you, man?
I'm good. Yeah. How long are you here for?
4 days.
4 days. So you leave Monday. I was gonna see if you want to get a workout in. I'm gonna be maybe next time then. Next time since you leave Monday. Good to see you.
Cool, man.
So that guy with the braids, if you're new to the sport, he's retired now, so I understand if you don't know him. But back in my day, that was Rolly Winkler the Beast, one of the biggest bodybuilders ever to step on stage. And honestly, man, it's kind of crazy because like all the guys that I grew up on watching, they're retired now. Like him, Kai Green, Phil East. It's like an end of an era, you know. It's funny to see your heroes, you know, get smaller and retire. But and it's also crazy because like I get a lot of respect from him. You know, like he's the one that came up and said hey to me, and it still shocks me every single time that like guys like the guys that I would have been fanboying over are just saying hey to me. You know, it's pretty cool. I'm about to head out. I've never done a show starting that late. Usually they have prejudging in the morning, like 9 or 10 in the morning, and then you'll come back for finals. Or at the very least, there's the Europa. I think the show was at like 1 or 2, and now they had prejudging and finals at the same time. So this is definitely very different from any show I've ever done. Gonna be a pretty boring Sunday, but hey, whatever, it's fine.
Same meal each time, 100 grams of egg whites, 300 grams of salt, 300 grams of rice, a little bit of salt, and 200 milligrams of water. There's some other things like vitamin C, magnesium, dandelion root also added, but not super important. First meal of today is gonna be 100 grams of egg whites, 80 grams of cream of rice. We'll have some chromium, some berberine, some vitamin C, some magnesium, and some coffee. Boom. The whole kitchen sink. You know, as I get ready for the show, mostly I'm just gonna be relaxing and chilling the whole day. Maybe watch some movies, hop on the laptop. I always have this issue where I buy too much stuff when I'm in prep, so I'm trying to stay off of like GOAT, where like all the shoes are. If you haven't been on the GOAT website, it's awesome. But I don't need it. Yes, I do. One of the biggest things, the biggest pieces of advice I can give to somebody, like getting ready for a show, whether it's their first, second, or fifth, whatever, is to stay off social media as much as possible. I've seen so many guys freak themselves out and stress themselves out for no reason. Ian, you know, I respect him a lot, especially with him retiring, you know, when he felt like he needed to. He struggled with social media a lot, you know, over the years. I remember after one of the Tampa pros, he literally just deleted it. But it was after like a whole bunch of like negative feedback from fans and stuff. But you know, I've also had clients where like they stress out about you know, this person or that person, and then they don't even end up in the same call outs. They end up in like third, fourth call outs, and then they were worried for no reason, you know. So stay off social media. It's probably good for everybody. If you want to post something, post it. And you know, that's good for growing your page, but just post and, you know, exit. Post and exit. Got, what's this? Berberine, 400 milligrams. We have vitamin C, a gram. It's almost empty already. And we have chromium, 200 micrograms. And we have magnesium, 300 milligrams. We'll do 2 of these, so that'll be a little over 300. So we're limiting water right now. So just enough to get the pills down. And meal. So we probably eat every 2 hours. So it seems like a small meal, but we're gonna eat a lot of them. And then we'll check how I'm looking. And then based on how I look after each meal, or based on how I look before the next meal, then we'll adjust things as we go. And yeah, that's basically how it's gonna go all day. Normally shows are early in the morning. I love it. I hate waiting around all day for a show at 8 p.m. or 7 p.m. or 9 p.m. whenever it's supposed to start. It says 7, but Michael said last year it started at 9. And he said it was gonna start at 5. So we'll see. Based on prejudging yesterday, I'm not too hopeful. Not prejudging, but check-ins yesterday, I'm not too hopeful that they're gonna start on time. But maybe they'll prove me wrong.
listen to like slow, like Korean or Asian music. Once classes starts going back there, I'll start getting ready.
There's Ruffy.
Yes, sir.
You are considered the front runner here. You
Okay.
got the most experience. You've placed in the top 2 in the world. How do you feel about the new cap changing, and how is that going to affect your physique? And how do you think that's going to help you or hinder your progress moving forward?
You know, it's interesting. You know, I wish they would have announced it sooner. Like, you know, right after Olympia, that would have been great. You know, going into this show, I actually came in a little lighter because of the weight issues I had at the Olympia last year. So, you know, it's an advantage for a lot of guys that have been struggling to make weight. But at the same time, it may not be, because what you find will happen is when you increase that weight cap, people don't come in shape anymore. So we'll see what a lot of these guys bring to the stage today. Personally, I'm excited for an off season to add those extra pounds, but you know, for the most important thing, no matter what, is coming in shape, coming in condition.
And you look like your condition has improved. Are you? I mean, did you feel like your physique has improved in some places? You have maybe care to mention where you think they improved?
I think a lot of people probably saw me at my worst last year. You know, I was starting a coaching business, bringing a new fiance over to the States from Lebanon. Yeah, it's a lot of life changes during that, like just during the prep, not like that year during that prep. And it was a lot of stress. I ended up even firing the coach like the day before the show.
Oh wow.
So not ideal. You know, you know, I'm young. You live and you learn. You find out as you get older, you can't handle everything all at once, all the time. So I think just conditioning is gonna be a big thing. I came out here a month early just to focus on the show, focus on the thing that got me to where I am today, bodybuilding. Yeah. Living legend. It's really wild. Growing up, seeing these guys, like when I got into the sport, watching them on TV, buying their DVDs, and DVDs was still a thing. And now, like, I get to have conversations. They care about what I'm doing.
Take 2 of these. 5 small.
I'm gonna stop my banana.
the slides to the J's. There we go. Oh, and there's a watch in here. Okay. Didn't even. All right. Really set myself up. All right, guys. So Dubai Pro is done. You know, we came out with the win. You can call it. I wouldn't call it a comeback. I mean, I had one bad placing in like 10 years, but you can call it a bit of redemption, a redemption arc. I'll call it that. You know, I put a lot into the show. I came out here like really early. Most people flew out they got here on Tuesday, Monday, Wednesday, whatever. You know, I came 3 weeks early just to really prepare and focus for this show, because I knew what it meant. It's a really big deal to show people and prove to myself that, you know, I still could do what I need to do to be one of the best guys in the world. Like, I've been in this sport since it began, Class Physique, and each and every year the competition gets harder and harder and harder. And fuck, like 7 years later, it's still fucking getting harder. It's still getting better. Shout out to Fabio, man. Like, much respect to you, bro. Like, you pushed me. Tons of muscle, good conditioning. I'll see you at the Olympia, bro. Shout out to Wesley. I've been friends with him for years. And yeah, this was a good day. It was a good day. Shout out to my coach. He doesn't like being on video, but we won't make him hop on today. You know, we'll get him a cigar and we'll chill. But yeah, that's gonna be it. You guys have a good night. I'll see you at Legion in 2 weeks. Logan, I'm coming for you. You cried. I gave you a heart attack.
I legit cried. I really did. I cried like 10 times. And I kept having anxiety. And my mom called me. She's like, he's gonna win. He's gonna win. I was like, he has to win.
Why are you having anxiety?
There's no excuse. Because I really wanted you to win. I really did.
Well, thank you, baby. Yeah, no, it's good.
I'm so happy for you. I really am.
The show.
It's about fucking time we make it back to the top.
Well, I got one more show. 2 weeks, yeah. Then I'll be back home. No, I appreciate everything, and how everything you've done this prep, and you know, it means a lot to me.
Yeah, you're welcome. You need that.
I do need that. Yeah, no, for sure. Okay. Yo, so guess what? We're going to the Olympia together. It's pretty badass. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna go get some food. I just wanted to see how you were doing. Hello?
I'm good.
Okay. Aw. Thank you. Okay. All right, baby. Love you. I'll text you. Alrighty. Time to go.